On April 28th, Nintendo is releasing a brand new edition of Mario Kart 8 that was originally released on the Wii U called Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Since I really love everything Mario Kart related, I figured out it could be pretty cool to do a little retrospective of this iconic game series. Welcome back to the Mario Kart Retrospective. The second game to be released in the Mario Kart series was released on the brand new Nintendo 64 console and had a very original title, Mario Kart 64. Yeah, that's it. Super Mario Kart proved that the SNES could achieve two-player split-screen gameplay, and Mario Kart 64 pushed the boundaries and included 4 players split-screen, which is a first for this series. The game was originally titled Super Mario Kart R and was supposed to be a launch title for the Nintendo 64. The thing is, more resources were given to Super Mario 64 development team, so Mario Kart 64 wasn't completely ready for the launch and missed it. In the development title Super Mario Kart R, the R stood for rendered, as the tracks are fully rendered in 3D, something that the SNES could never achieve. Just like its predecessor, Mario Kart 64 features 8 playable characters, being Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Wario, and Bowser. There are 3 categories of characters, being lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. The lightweight drivers have the best acceleration and top speed, but can spin out of control if they touch heavier characters. The middleweight have the slowest acceleration of the bunch, but have the same top speed as the heavyweight, which have a slower acceleration but a better top speed and can bump lighter racers out of the tracks. Just like Super Mario Kart, you can get items from item boxes to attack your enemies or to defend yourself. Those items are similar to the previous game, being the banana peel, the green and red shells, the mushroom, the superstar, the boo, and the thunderbolt. New variation of classic items were added, like the banana bunch, which leaves a trail of banana peels behind your car, the triple green and red shells, which protect you from other players' attacks, as well as give you 3 projectiles to attack your enemies. The triple mushroom gives you 3 boost, which is always useful. Some new items include the super mushroom, which allows you to go super fast until it actually runs out. There is also the fake item box, which can be placed among real item boxes, but if a player touches the fake one, he bounces in the air and comes to a full stop. It's very dangerous. Last but not least, Mario Kart 64 introduced the blue shell for the very first time. Yay, thanks Nintendo. I hate you. In terms of tracks, this game features 16 original tracks, divided into 4 cups. The Mushroom Cup included some more relaxing tracks, like Luigi Raceway, a standard racetrack made just for our boy Luigi. There's Moo Moo Farm, a fun farm where you need to avoid moles coming out from holes. There's Koopa Troopa Beach, which includes a really good but hard to reach shortcut in the waterfall, and there's Calamari Desert, where a train can put your race to a complete stop if needed. The Flower Cup starts with Toad's Turnpike, a highway crowded with vehicles that you need to avoid. There's Frappe Snowland, a snowy road with snowmen that you don't want to touch. Choco Mountain is a delicious mountain featuring giant chocolate chunks that can squash you, and finally there's Mario Raceway, a racetrack featuring a giant green pipe at the end. In the Star Cup, we have Wario's Stadium, one of the longest track of the game that can be broken if you have a mushroom. Sherbet Land is an icy road that makes you slide everywhere, and that also features penguins that slide on the track, posing a real threat. The Royal Raceway is a very long racetrack, which also allows you to go to Peach's castle and visit its exterior. The last track in this cup is the infamous Bowser's Castle, which is a trip around the castle of the King of the Koopa. Here you'll visit the roof of the castle, the interior, and Bowser's very own garden. Beautiful. The special cup starts with DK's Jungle Parkway, which is everyone's favorite Kong's jungle. Yoshi's Valley is a very interesting track featuring many branching paths, so you'll never know if you're in first or last place until you actually finish the race. Banshee Boardwalk is a scary track featuring boos, bats, and a scary abandoned house. The final track, which will soon become a staple in the Mario Kart's universe, is none other than Rainbow Road, the longest track in the game. This time though, the track features walls everywhere, so you can't really fall down to your doom if you play it safe. The track also features some chain jumps that you need to avoid throughout the racetrack. Mario Kart 64 features 3 different speed settings: 50cc, 100cc, and 150cc. Every time you go faster, it gets harder to achieve first place, and this is because Mario Kart 64 features rubber banding AI. This means that if you're too good for the computer players, the game will give them a speed boost so that they can catch up to you. This is to make the game harder for the player, but sometimes, man, it's out of control. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I was kicking butt and taking names only to see my opponents get a sudden speed boost and catch up to me. It's so frustrating. Getting a gold trophy in all 150cc cups will unlock the extra mode, or should I say the mirror mode, which flips the tracks vertically, changing the whole game, especially in Toad's Turnpike, where the trucks, the buses and the cars come at you at full speed. The game modes are the same as the ones from Super Mario Kart, being Mario Grand Prix, Time Trial, Versus, and Battle. Speaking of that battle mode, it contains 4 stages. The Big Donut, which is a donut-shaped track with lava inside and outside. There's the Double Deck, which contains 3 floors so you can make some pretty interesting shell throws coming from above. The Skyscraper track is set in space and contains 4 little bridges connecting the outer and inner parts of the track. And finally, my favorite track of all time, Block Fort, which contains 4 blocky areas. I remember this track to be the best, simply because of, well, screen looking. I was playing with all of my friends in split screen, and by looking at their screen and the colors of the fort around them, I could easily find them and defeat them. I can't even begin to tell you how many hours we've spent playing this course. It's just that fun. Mario Kart 64 received generally positive reviews from magazines and websites. It sold 5.5 million copies in the US alone and 9.8 million copies worldwide, making it the second best-selling game of the Nintendo 64. Next time, we'll take a look at the first ever handheld Mario Kart game for the Game Boy Advance, Mario Kart Super Circuit. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like as it really helps me out, subscribe and hit the bell to be part of the barbecue notification squad and be super awesome. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon.